Hey guys, so I'm gonna be reviewing the anniversary edition figures, the first set. I bought this whole set because I was really tempted to complete the difficulty setting plaque, if you know what that means. It's like it's a little piece you get from each figure. I am going to start off with the plaque itself. So this is what it looks like when you get all 5 figures. It snaps on pretty easily. Each sword comes off. And the shield in the back is 2 pieces. Each sword has its own plastic pins. So the sword can only fit one way. You can't switch the swords around. And then the elite skull goes on top. Pretty cool. This little flap opens up so it can stand. It looks really cool. That's why I end up getting all 5. This is Master Chief from the very first Halo game. He looks exactly like his suit in the very first Halo on the original Xbox. The detail is pretty good. The paint's all matte finish, so it doesn't gloss, it doesn't shine. He's very sturdy. It comes with 2 grenades that you can take off. So there's a little pin that you can put the grenade on. Now his gun has a hole in it, so you can put it on his back, or you can put it on his the thigh. These things actually come out, so you don't need it sticking out of him, but I just leave it in there because it doesn't bother me that much, and it's easier for me to take the gun off and put it on the side. He doesn't have any toes. The toes don't move, but the ankle does, and it's very nice. It's very like stiff, and it locks very nicely. Same with the knees. It turns around a bit like that. His wrist, his elbows, and his shoulders all move. The head moves slightly to left and right. He's very tall. He's taller than the Arbiter. He's very well painted. Onto the Arbiter. He is nicely painted silver. He has the energy sword, which looks pretty cool. It's obviously clear plastic with the slight blue. It is very proportionate. I like it. It easily fits into his hand, but it's a bit difficult to remove it once you put it in his hand, so I'm not going to remove it. His helmet does come off, and you could see the Arbiter's true face. Obviously that hole in his head is a little hook to keep the helmet on, so he wouldn't have that hole in his head normally. He has like hip, knee, and ankle articulation just like Master Chief. The head just moves up and down slightly. You can't really turn it. Yeah, because of his alien body, he doesn't move that much, but his default position for me is really cool, and he stands really well. Whoop. Now we have the, I believe, Odst Marine. Now he is very tiny compared to these guys. Compared to Master Chief, he is human height, probably 5 feet. Master Chief should be 6-7 feet, probably 7 feet, and you could see that in the scale. That's one of the cool things about this. He comes with the Spartan laser, which I don't really like that much because they didn't put too much detail in it. Like, they could have added more color and stuff, but I don't know if you can see, but in real life you could tell that the gun's like less quality than the person. Yeah, everything fits in the hands very nicely. His helmet turns, his little glider jetpack here, and same They all have ankle, knee, and his hips actually don't work that well. He has lots of armor covering up, but either way, he stands really good, really well. Now, one of the least favorited ones is Cortana because she has no movement or articulation at all. This is all you basically get: the base, her, and one of the pieces for the plaque. It comes with batteries so you can turn on, and LED lights in the front shine on her, and even though this is all she does, with the lights on she looks really cool, especially in the dark. She actually like glows and looks like Cortana. Yeah, I'll leave her in the back. Now last but not least is the Grunt. It's really funny in the game when you see the Grunts with the giant fuel rod cannons, because the cannon's basically almost bigger than the Grunt himself, and they successfully made it to scale. The only problem is because of the Grunt's irregular feet and the size of this fuel rod, he can never balance to stand properly. He will always fall over. The fuel rod handle is pretty big, and I have a lot of trouble getting him to hold it properly. What I always do is I always make him hold it upwards like that. He always has to be leaning against something because he can't stand. He could stand properly without the fuel rod cannon, but with it, there's no way to balance him. He comes with plasma grenades, but there's like nowhere on him to put the grenades. Sometimes I put the plasma grenade on Master Chief. It fits into the same hole on his back where you put the grenades, and yeah, that's the only place you can really put the plasma grenade. Because the Grunt comes with plasma grenades, but there's nowhere to put it on him, I realized that his fingers fit, so I kind of just threw it on his thumb, and it's almost looking like he's holding it ready to throw. All you can really do is put it on his thumb, and since I got an extra one, I just put one on his finger. It makes no sense, but it's the only way I can store it, like keep it properly. The fuel rod cannon, the rods can't, like they don't come out, so it's just one piece, and it looks pretty cool. The gold is really nice. The size and scale is all nice. The Grunt has like no articulation, but I don't blame them. He's an alien. It's hard to make it articulate. He has a knee and hip. His feet move very slightly, not that much. One cool thing is his mask breather comes off, and they actually made his mouth. And yeah, it's pretty cool. If you ever wonder what a Grunt looks like without the breather up close, that's what he looks like. And then the mask has a hole in it that I think that's upside down, yeah. That just snaps in to his mouth, and it fits on very nicely. Okay, so I zoomed in. I'm going to show you some close-ups of the figures, going up and down and turning them around. The Arbiter. I think the Arbiter is one of the rarest ones. Oh yeah, there's the energy sword on his back. And last but not least is the dead Grunt that always falls over. Overall, I really like this set. It's really cool. That's why I bought the whole thing. All 5 of them.